G'day, how's it going, folks? You're currently listening to the song in the background is actually the song that we will be using for our intro into our Train Sim World live streams and uploaded videos in the Train Sim World 4 era. So a little sneak preview here tonight on what you're going to be hearing on our new intros into Train Sim World 4 gameplay. And yeah, we're going to be live in a few minutes, few seconds time. Here we go. Welcome to Choo Choo Tuesdays. This is our final Train Sim World 3 era, Choo Choo Tuesdays, and we're going to continue with part 2 of our top 10 routes countdown here tonight. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's drop that. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is the Train Sim World 3 era top 10 countdown. This is number 7, Glasgow, Edinburgh. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Choo Choo Tuesdays. How are we all doing today? We are continuing with our top 10 countdown of the Train Sim World 3 era, and don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is the top 5 countdown on our final Train Sim World 3 midweek World of Trains. It will be our 143rd episode tomorrow. And yeah, the final for the Train Sim World 3 era. And we are going to be doing number 7 and number 6 on our countdown. So if you haven't joined us on our Sunday live stream of All Aboard that was on this previous Sunday, I can tell you guys that number 10 was the Castle Warsburg, Centre Front Strucker Castle Warsburg. Number 9 was the Bahnstrucker Brenham Oldenburg. And number 8 was the Midland Main Line. So tonight, we continue with number 7 and number 6. Without further ado, let's get into it. Number 7 is the ScotRail Express, Edinburgh to Glasgow. We're going to do half of the, we're going to do a little bit of the route, not the full length, because we've got other stuff to do here tonight. So without further ado, let's get into the rails. Okay, that brings it up. Order announcer. Nope. Lighting saloon on. Okay.
Welcome to the ScotRail service to
wherever it's gonna go. This one doesn't turn on, does it? No, it doesn't. All right. Safety systems. Right. Well, does it turn on? I think it does. Yeah. Oh, wrong button. Oh. Xbox will be the 21st, Chris. Console releases at 21st. It will be around 8, 9 p.m. at night time. I'll be live streaming around then on Thursday night because I'll be doing a farewell to Train Sim World 3 live stream because PC Steam version doesn't release till around 4 a.m. on Friday morning, and I will not be here for a live stream at launch, folks. On the launch. I'll be with you guys on Friday evening after the Rugby League footy though, with a live stream, and I'll probably come to you guys in the afternoon sometime with a live stream as well. So before the footy, but before then I will be downloading the game obviously and getting it all ready and putting in my custom engine settings like I use now. Because we're not getting an engine change, so no worries there. We can just go and, you know, copy and paste. And we will be doing the introduction videos. That's what we're doing, the introduction videos for you guys. So I'm going to take care of all the introduction videos, trying to get those all sorted out, and then I've got to quickly, you know, have a sleep or whatever. I've got a funeral to go to on Friday, The mother of my child's mother passed away last week, and yeah, I have a funeral to go to on Friday. Or was it last week? Week before? It's been a few days now, a fair few days now. But yeah. So I'll be going to that, of course, you know, to pay my respects. And so yeah, I would have been with you guys, but you know, blood's thick in the water. So, when it comes to family, that's it. Comes first before anything. And we've got a whole 12 months ahead. No way, we've got 12 months ahead. Hey, it doesn't matter. I was just thinking I would have been in my new studio here tonight because originally I was moving, but yeah, we got rejected for the bond, so for the bond money. So yeah, we're still in our location where we are now. So not sure what's happening. I might end up moving in with the mother of my kid actually, or like I'm moving to there. Yeah, be with my family. If that happens, folks, our YouTube channel is going to completely change. I can tell you that much. If I do end up going there, so there'll be no more me coming on late and doing streams. I'll be probably most likely doing more uploaded videos, and you won't be probably hearing from me as much as what you normally would. But hang on, I have not put in the customer. What's going on there? Where are we going to? Done. So this is number 7 off the ranks, folks. The ScotRail Express. This was released earlier here in 2023, and this was the first ever Train Simworld route to have an announcement system on the touch screen. It's
For your safety and comfort, smoking is prohibited at all stations and on all train services. This includes e-cigarettes.
certainly does. It's been another hot day in Sydney again today, another 35 degrees Celsius day. We've got one more of those to go, and then the southerly change comes tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon. Yay! No storm behind it though, thank Cross. But yeah, we are good to go tomorrow night for our top 5 countdown. Set the reminder for that is showing up on our upcoming live streams. As I speak to you, if you are watching live, if you're watching on the replay, then depends how long you watching the replay afterwards. But we will be live from 8 p.m. in the east coast of Australia this Wednesday, the 20th of September 2023, with the final Train Sim World 3 midweek World of Trains. It's the 143rd episode and our Train Sim World 3 era top 5 countdown. What will join the Hall of Fame with the likes of the Hemstrucker Run Rule and the Brighton Main Line as the best route of a era of Train Sim World. Now normally we do a top 5 countdown for the halfway mark of an era, because usually, you know, every Train Sim World era has been 2 years of size for the first one. The first one was more. Well, for me it was, because I'm originally from, you know, playing it at my mate's house. He had it on PC. I played it on PC at his place. I didn't have a PC at the time. I started getting really into it when it went to Xbox originally, because I didn't do uploaded videos with Xbox on my channel back then. When I went to PlayStation, that's when I started doing my stuff. So I'm Australia's original OG of Train Sim World since 2019, folks, for gameplay on the channel. But I can tell you that I originally am OG of TSW, because when I first played it at my mate's house, it was in the beta stage back in the CSX Heavy Haul days. and he had sand patch grade, which originally wasn't the original choice for the first route. It was a backup route actually. It was it wasn't meant to be that route originally.
The next station is Edinburgh Park. The next station is Edinburgh Park.
It's one thing I really thought it was quite cool when they did the update for it. Originally didn't do that at launch, but then they changed it. I'm like, hey, put a DJ behind it now. That's pretty cool. And it never used to stop here at Edinburgh Park as well. You used to have to do this with Creators Club. No. Yeah, give me emergency. Give me an emergency. I'm going to go flying past it. I don't really care. I'm on the station anyway. It's going to be at the station. It doesn't matter. I'll hit that emergency button. As long as I don't press that button on the slot like I did at the start, I'll be fine. All right. Get that up and going. Hey, the truckie's not here tonight, the Aussie truckie. G'day, buddy, if you're listening in on the replay or whatever. Hopefully you're doing well. You're on the roads here tonight, sounds like.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
Lithgow and Pall Mall next stops. Here we go. So this is the ScotRail Express, so don't get them confused with the Cathcart Circle line, which was renamed and nicknamed the ScotRail Commuter. Or the Scottish Commuter, I should say. So that was nicknamed the Scottish Commuter, and this is the ScotRail Express. This release, what can I say? Why is it voted number 7 and not in our top 5 countdown? Look, I'll be honest with you guys. This top 5 is so damn difficult to judge, and it was so difficult to judge, and it was so hard to even with some of these routes to not even be in the top 5. It was just there was other routes that appealed to me more so, but yeah, it's not taking anything away from this route. This route was a great route. A few things stand out for me, the reasons why this wasn't in the top 5, and that is that Ribbit Games dropped the ball a lot with a lot of things. So it has been approved with enhancements and everything. As you can see, I'm using enhancements because in the original version you don't have what is the Scottish ground, real Scottish grounds here, where it's supposed to be brown and everything. You don't see that in Ribbit Games version. It's not like if you play this on console and you're like, how come the ground looks different than what it does on mine? Well, that's a mod. I use enhancements on this route, so it's it's very, very cool. So it does improve a lot of things. I can say that this route, for me, is better than what it was at release. Still got a few faults here and there, but one of the things that really bugged me a lot about this route is at the start at the tunnels. Those coming from where we've just done now. The tunnel had a really bad, like it was in a green room area. It was shocking, and then it used to go across like that. It polished. It's like, what is that? And also, there was a few things that this wasn't, that didn't have, that were Train Sim World 3 standard. So there was more so Train Sim World 2 standard still this release. So I really think that this was originally intended for a Train Sim World 2 release, and Ribbit Games just didn't have the technology or anything to have it in the capabilities of a Train Sim World 3 route. In some capacity, that is. In some capacity. And I can confirm that this is the only Scottish route in the top 10 countdown, and obviously there has only been one Scottish release in the Train Sim World 3 era. So there you go. And we're going to get another one here in 2023's 24 season. Well, I wouldn't rule it out. Ribbit already confirmed the UK release. Where's it going to be? But real Scotland out. As long as Ribbit Games don't do the fire circle, we'll be fine. The fire circle, if they do that, they'll screw it up. We don't want them doing that incredible bridge. We want Dovetail to do that. That bridge needs to come in Train Simulator. Imagine that it looks beautiful in Train Simulator. Imagine it in Train Simulator, man. Yes. 6 miles to Linlithgow, followed by Palmont. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, after our number 7 and number 6 here tonight, we will be finishing up our stream with a nice little trip on the East Coastway, which was voted the number 2 best route by 1 vote short in the Train Sim World 1 era. It was 1 vote short of winning, of equaling first place. I can't tell you this much to this day that both Hamstrucker Run Rule and East Coast Way, and I even said it back then, it was very hard to pick between the two because they were technically the 2 best releases of Train Sim World 1. Yeah, if you have spoken to somebody though, Chris, from Train Sim World on your messenger, they might not give you the right time. They'll give you the UK time, the Northern Hemisphere time, or the Northern Hemisphere date. But I can confirm with you right now that the console version of Train Sim World 4's deluxe and special editions will be releasing on here in Australia, in the east coast of Australia, in anywhere between 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. on this coming Thursday. So it will release on console first, and Epic Games will release it around midnight to 1 a.m. and that will be Friday morning, and that'll be the 22nd, and around 4 a.m. for PC Steam, which is what I'm waiting for. So, and it is already confirmed that the standard version is releasing the 27th here in Australia on Steam. So I put 2 and 2 together, and pretty much it's not actually telling me officially what date it is for the deluxe and special editions, but I put 2 and 2 together. And look, I've played the game long enough to not know. Like, come on, of course I know. I'm a veteran of Train Sim World. I know what it's like. And trust me, in this next 12-month bracket, releases might move back from the Thursday/Friday back to the Tuesday/Wednesday, like they were there for a little bit, and then they went back to being Thursday/Friday. it's happened a few times over the years of Train Sim World. They've gone from Thursday releases to Tuesday releases, back to Thursday releases to Tuesday releases. It's happened. So the only time there's been a delay was West Cornwall. That was the last ever time that we had midnight releases worldwide for console. And the only reason I used to play, do console releases at launch for console, I'm glad they took away that, because man, I used to have to double dip all the time. And yeah, it would have been, I wouldn't have been able to do it when this price hike came through. I would have turned around and said, no, that's enough, I'm not double dipping anymore. I'll just wait for the PC version. So we're coming into Linlithgow. We will announce it.
We'll soon arrive at Linlithgow. We'll soon arrive at we'll soon arrive at Linlithgow. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train. This is Linlithgow.
And we've got an actual map just here, official map. There you go. And also, the good thing about this map is that we could start looking at potential releases for other parts of routes, and you know, come up with some of those. And there is a few of them along here that I actually would like to see myself. There's the Dunbury one that's just recently been released on Train Simulator. So that actually runs off this route, and one of the reasons why I didn't get the Train Simulator one is because it's absolutely ridiculously priced here in Australia at $53. And for the amount of length, like, come on, like, not worth it. And I just thought, well, technically it's just what we originally should have got for this route here on Train Sim World, and they've just, you know, released it on Train Simulator to try to double everybody's money. You know, like, come on, that should have went to River Games' home in the first place. River Games is based up at Dunbury. Yeah, should have been there. That's why I'm also lean to also another Scottish route. I wouldn't be surprised if another Scottish one gets released this next 12 months at all. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's River Games. So we'll look at that map, we'll have a look at it, we'll carefully look at it, we'll see what we get. It might not be Scottish, I don't know. William Train, Mad Boy, how you going? Welcome aboard. So do note, folks, we are moving to Train Sim World 4 this Friday, and it will be releasing early hours Friday morning around 4 a.m. I will have to have time to download stuff and put in my custom engine settings. I will be doing introduction videos. I won't be going live with it until later in the daytime. I have a funeral to go to on Friday, so I don't have time to stream, and you know, I got to get as much sleep as possible because I've got to wake up early and go to a funeral. So. So, yeah, my day is booked out until I get back in the afternoon. And, yeah, I should be recovered from a couple of drinks by the time I go live on Friday evening. So, Pole Malt next stop.
The next station is Holmond. Don't forget to take your belongings with you.
If you are just joining us, this is the Train Sim World Free Era Top 10 Countdown. We are rolling with number 7 on the Top 10 Countdown here. This is part 2 of our Top 10 Countdown here tonight. And part 3 is our final part tomorrow night with our Top 5 Countdown, when we will be bringing to you over 3.5 hours of streaming tomorrow night. It's going to be massive. So we're going to be on at the special time of 7 p.m. in the east coast of Australia, 7:30 p.m. South Australian Northern Territory, 6 p.m. in 5 p.m. in Western Australia, 10 a.m. UK, 11 a.m. Germany, 5 a.m. Boston and the eastern states of the USA, and 2 a.m. in Los Angeles, 2:30 p.m. India, 4 p.m. Indonesia, and 6 p.m. in Japan, and 9 p.m. in New Zealand. So we're on 1 hour earlier than normal tomorrow night. Do join us as we count down to our number 1 best route of the Train Sim World Free Era. I'm not going to give you any clues, no clues whatsoever. You just have to join. So who is going to join our Hall of Fame, folks? The Hall of Fame, Train Sim World 1 was the Hemstrucker Railroad, Germany. Number 1. Number 2 was East Coastway in the Train Sim World 1 era. Number 3 was the Northeast Corridor, New York, New Haven. Was that one? So yes. Train Sim World 2 era was number 1, Brighton Mainline London Commuter. Number 2, Southeastern High Speed. Do note that Southeastern High Speed is not eligible in the top 10 countdown for Train Sim World 3, as it was originally a Train Sim World 2 release. We have got the deluxe edition because we don't need to buy anything else but the deluxe edition, because obviously we own every damn route. And there we go with the number 7 best route of Train Sim World 3. So if you don't know by now, Castle Walsberg was number 10, number 9 Brandon Moldenberg, number 8 Midland Mainline, and the Glasgow Edinburgh ScotRail Express at number 7. Number 6 will be coming up next, folks, and number 6 is going to be a big trip. I can tell you that much. That will give you a clue. Over 1 hour plus coming up right now. So, that'll give you a clue, and I can tell you it is UK based. All right. So, drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to bring to you the one that just missed out on our top 5 countdown. And it is the Birmingham Cross City. Birmingham Cross City, ladies and gentlemen, is number 6 on our top 10 countdown. So that means we have the 5 routes now that could be potentially number 1. Who will it be? Will it be Northeast Corridor, New York Trenton? Will it be Peak Forest? Will it be Ninnetan Barn? Will it be the Lincoln Run Strucker, or will it be the Gossip Line? What will be number 1 for Train Sim World 3? Find out tomorrow night on Midweek World of Trains, the top 5 countdown special, and our final Train Sim World 3 live stream of Midweek World of Trains. It's not our final Train Sim World 3 live stream overall. No. Thursday, we're doing a special with the final farewell to Train Sim World 3 live stream as we wait for the Train Sim World 4 release. All right. Let's now heat it up. All right, we're going to do a little bit of Eurovision. All right, a little bit of Eurovision. And we're going to fire her up with a bit of Light Cloud. You betcha. And let's do... 7 to... I don't want to do... I want to do the shorter one. Fort Oaks to Bronxwood. I went that way last time. I want to come in the opposite way this time. Fort Oaks. Redditch to Fort Oaks. That's the one. Hour and 10. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go now with number 6 on the countdown. Load her up. Got our screenshots here. Don't forget, I am involved. I am involved in this week's Train Sim World Free community screenshot contest at Dovetail forums, folks. Go and give it a like. As you know, they always vote for the one with the most likes. So let's get the win. Let's get the win for the final week of Train Sim World Free. Come on, let's do it. Week 16 was the last time we won Train Sim World Free's contest. And by the way, you might see on our cover that we got for tomorrow's midweek World of Trains, we got the 5 routes that are involved in the top 5 in there. That one I gave you a clue already what the top 5 was going to be. And yeah, guess what's in that photo? The one that I won the community screenshot contest with. So yeah, 2U37, Redditch to Fort Oaks, and here we go. All right. We are coming from here. Put these on. Testing 1, 2. PlayStation 4. PS5 in rear mode. Don't understand what that means, but anyway. It's a lovely design. I've had this one for many months now, and it's been really good. 70% energy saving activated at Redditch Station by installing LED lights and controls. Redditch Station is now fitted with smart lighting. Sounds like this state. 169 trees planted to offset Redditch Station CO2 emissions for 5 years. There you go. Home of what? Forlux. Sounds like a tampon. Any other signs? No. Sing Song Contest, Liverpool 2023. There we go. I hope eventually we get a modern Liverpool station. That would be nice to see. I'm hoping we get the Liverpool Manchester route, but the one that's in Train Simulator, but obviously modernised, you know, like, you know, that'd be nice. Now, I have a, like I've explained to you guys, I want the West Coast Main Line to come into Train Sim World at some point, and I'm really thinking it could be a TSW5 release DLC. So it sort of makes sense, you know, it will be next year's Train Sim World. Well, we think it's next year. It'll be obvious that it'll be, I think it'll be next year's core update part of it. So I don't see it being coming out of London though, and to Birmingham like I would like it to be, but I really think it will come out of Birmingham and go up that way, like the missing link that we have on Train Simulator, which obviously we can get through ATS, which I do have, and yeah, I really think that could be where could it go up to? I don't know, but I think that could be the most likely, because everybody's already said, oh, Birmingham's so so empty and this and that. Well, there you go. That it sort of makes sense that would be the obvious and the most appropriate option. Yeah, the only way we'll be able to see anything Australian in the game would be if a third party got involved with Dovetail Games and did anything, because Dovetail don't really, they wouldn't travel that far, I reckon, for starters. Hey, those guys were waving just then. Yeah, so I really see, I don't, as much as everybody's, over the years, there's been a lot of Australian suggestions and stuff. I don't ever see it happening. Not even Train Simulator's got an Australian route, but yet they've got a New Zealand route. And the only reason there is a New Zealand route is because a third party has done it from New Zealand. So, could the third party from New Zealand do an Australian one? It would, maybe they could. But you would prefer it to be an Australian-based company. That'd be probably run by a bunch of Indians. But hey, don't laugh about that, because, man, Indians have some amazing knowledge on trains, and they have some amazing trains as well. I watched a documentary a long time ago, the Maharashtra train. It's a 5-day journey. It goes to New Delhi and does the Taj Mahal tour and everything along the way, and it does a few other tours as well. They do camps and everything. It's really, really cool. It's awesome. And the train's luxury suite in it is so many hundreds of dollars. It's like thousands of dollars. But, oh my God, so luxurious. Absolutely so luxurious. And you get 5-course meals and everything. It's just, top notch. So I wouldn't mind even if there was Australian Indians based in Australia that would do it, because I reckon they would do it justice as well, because obviously they would have local knowledge and all that, and it wouldn't matter who does it, if they could just talk to people that have got knowledge, If they did it in the Red Rattler era, in the late 80s to early 90s, like Red Rattler going in the Tangara era, man, that'd be awesome. If they did Sydney. Damn. I would just get somebody to drive the train. I'll just go and sit in the suspension seat so I can just bounce up and down on them. I used to love those. And they've got to make sure the doors are open at all times, That's how it used to be. So yeah, we'll find out if we ever do get one, but I still lean towards no. We are getting a Japanese or Chinese route eventually, because there is a company that does Japanese and Chinese routes named Union Workshop that is got a license for Dovetail Games now, that has come aboard, and they are scratching the surface. They are developing a route. It could release in this next 12-month bracket. It could be longer than that, but I'll lean more towards the next 12-month bracket for that. But yeah, they are a new third party coming involved, and they do Japanese and Chinese routes. So are they going to do a commuter route, or are they going to do a bullet train? I don't know. Oh man, if they do a bullet train, yes, right up my alley. So looking forward to what they're going to do anyway, because yeah, they got an up and down history of what they do for Train Simulator. But their last release, the Tokyo Commuter, oh, that was so incredible. I was begging for a Tokyo Commuter route for ages, and then they released the Tokyo Commuter, and I was very, very happy. And there is an extension coming to that at some point anyway as well. I actually have to find out about that actually, because that's yeah, see if it's close to a release or has been released. I don't know. I don't think it has been released because I haven't had any updates on it. I'll have to double check that. Yeah, the Red Rattler, the good old Red Rattler. When I used to go on the trains and everything, if it wasn't a Red Rattler, oh man, I'll be angry for the rest of the day. I had to have a Red Rattler at all times to get on the train. I used to tell my parents too, I'm gonna be a Red Rattler. I used to be big, I used to always want to see freight trains as well, but I've always been a big fan of the container freight trains. So I used to get so pumped when I see the container freight train go past. So I used to live here in Sydney. I used to live off the southwest line. So I used to go through from Liverpool into the city. Yeah. So it was heaps longer to go to the city. It was like an hour and 10 minutes or hour and 20. It was very similar to this route here, the cross city. So a lot of stops along the way, you know, and yeah, very similar to what we're doing here. Yeah, I used to get the silver train. I was like, so angry. I used to not be a fan of the silver train, but man, I'm such a fan of it now because obviously it's legendary. It's, you know, I recently went out and did some rail fanning for a whole day. Actually, I was about 6-7 different stations along the way and went into the city itself and did some stuff in different stations around Central, and I did Town Hall and did Circular Quay recently and a few other things. But yeah, I came across a silver train that was in the inner city, and I'm like, I thought they were retired. And it turns out they're not retired. So when I seen that, I thought, oh, something's happened, because I thought they were retired. I know the inner city's getting replaced with the new inner city, which is still over 3.5 years delayed. Next year is the year that we will be seeing sayonara to the current inner cities, folks. So those shorts that are on my channel with those inner cities are very, very precious to me, and they should be precious to you, because a true rail fan would understand that these trains are going to be retired next year, and this is the end of my childhood. These trains are over 50 years old, so yeah, they are the final of my childhood and, you know, growing up, and it's pretty much the end of the 90s 80s era of trains, 70s, 60s, you know, this is it. So, can I say 60s? Did I say 60s? That's not that old, but yeah, 50 something years old. Like, I'm 41 in a couple of weeks' time, so I think they're 52, 53 years old. So I did see a video here the other day, and it did say how old they were, but I know they were over 50 years old. I couldn't believe it when I heard that. I'm like, what? I didn't think they were that old. I wonder why they're getting replaced. they've always been known as sweat buckets. That's why the Red Rattler was originally replaced, because they were sweat buckets like crazy. They had no air conditioning. But the seating, you won't beat the seating. You'll never get seating like that in the train again, unless you know, got a rail tour and they got the really comfortable old school seats. Uh, 3801. I don't know what. I don't know the numbers of trains. Don't ask me the numbers of trains. Rise and Bull. Hey Godfather. Good morning. It's the Aussie Don, buddy. How you going? Godfather is when I do my truck simulation. I'm the Aussie Don when I do trains. That's it. Yeah, don't forget, folks, if you do come across any bugs on Train Sim World 4, don't forget to submit your bugs that you do come across to the Dovetail forums. It does help all of us, not just yourself, but all of us that's going to be, you know, forking out the money like always, and then we don't get what we paid for. Like, for instance, we take a Talent 1 and we oh, don't worry, we're just going to put a Talent 2 sound to it. Oh, they're not going to complain. Because we go to bank now. And when I go like that, that's the big dollar bag, you know. Don't you spud me. Don't you spud me. Don't you spud me. Yeah, just waking up over there. Yeah, we'll be still the sun rising over in the US. Yeah, I was meant to find out about that steam train going over the bridge too. I know it's come. I don't know if it's happened yet this year or not. I think the tickets would be sold even if the tickets are on sale now. Look, I can't afford to go on it at the moment. I'll probably be leading towards doing it next year now. That was something that I was wanting to do this year, is go up to Newcastle on that and then come back on an inner city. But because knowing the fact that this would have been the final year that I would have been able to go on a decent inner city ride as well. I have been on an inner city ride recently from Stratfield to Central, but that was pretty much 15 minutes on the train. So it was that was nothing. The thing about the inner cities, you got to be quiet on those. You can't be loud. You got to be real quiet, because people don't like you being quite loud. I had my headphones on there one day, and this lady had a go at me. I said, "Excuse me." I go, "Can you really hear that?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, I so sorely apologise." I go, "I haven't been on the inner city for quite a while." Yeah, well, there wouldn't have been the Red Rattler that we have here, Chris, trust me. Oh man, this train was one of a kind. It was. You watch the videos on YouTube, man, they're so good. The final Red Rattlers ran on the now former Carlingford line, which has now been turned into part of the I think it's actually now a light rail route. Well, it's part of the future light rail. I know the Carlingford line's not there anymore. Not going to worry about collectibles, folks. I've collected that thing so many times in trains since the release of Birmingham Cross City, and they still haven't fixed the issue of the collectibles not being able to collect. So I've given up. It's one of the things that I don't really care about doing unless I'm in a mood. Like, I'll guarantee I'll go and collect that thing. I'll come on this route again, sometime again. I guarantee it won't be there. The plants won't be there. They'll just take them away again. They reckon that I haven't collected it. Yeah, 3801. I didn't know what that was all about. So, I know about the resurrection of that Steam logo. Was I think it was like 5.5 years they put into work rebuilding that Steam logo, and then they brought it on the last year was the first time it went over the Harbour Bridge in over 30 years. That a Steam logo went over the Harbour Bridge in 30 years. It was 32 years, something like that. It's been a long time. Man, I would have been a kid the last time a Steam logo went over the bridge then. That would have been just the highlight of the whole trip. Just I would really put myself in a situation where I will know the day it's going to be rolling, and I'll get along the Northern Line that goes up to Newcastle, somewhere up there along one of the stations. I'll probably go Hornsby, and or one of the stations up there, and just do video from the station. And I'll wear my Train Sim World 4 shirt. That's if I get one. That's when I can get one, because I'm looking everywhere for one at the moment. I still can't find one. This is where I wish Dovetail would open up a merchandise store. I think a merchandise store would be really cool.
Security personnel tour this station 24 hours a day.
Would you vote for a merchandise store for Dovetail Games to open up for Train Sim World, Train Simulator, like just all their products and that? Like, would you go for that, folks? I think it'll be cool. That was one of the things that SES Software used to do for Trains, American Truck and Euro Truck. They used to have a merchandise store, and then they closed it down. And I was fortunate enough, just before they closed it down, I got a limited edition Kenworth jumper for the ATS, and I was meant to get some Euro stuff, and then I went to go and get them, and I found out that the store was it was too late, that I couldn't get in time. There was a certain cut-off period, so I was like, spewing. So yeah, I know there's been bogus ones, you know, fake ones that have been trying to sell stuff. I wouldn't trust it in a million years. So, all right, we've got a little bit of a time wait here at the station. So we're going to turn off those safety systems so we can get off our seat. We don't have to hear the alarm go off. We've got that in neutral for now. Let's put that DRA on, and we'll have a look around. So we'll grab that collectible, and I guarantee you next time we come along here, we'll try it. I guarantee those flowers will be gone. Is there a cat at this station? No, I don't think there is a cat at this station, is there? No, there's not. I haven't still found all the cats along here. Apparently there's a cat on a roof somewhere. I haven't come across it. There's nothing in there. Just people popping out of the middle of nowhere. Where are they coming from? Got the Ukraine thing on there as well. You can see that. Yep. Yeah, I got just El Cheapo, like really thin hoodie, Kenworth hoodie. I have got a DRA guide fiber. I have got a American Truck Simulator jumper here, but I haven't been able to find the thing for ages because my dad keeps stealing all my stuff. Traction log. It's shut. It'd be nice to shut my door. Got your message on the Scania today too, Aussie. When it comes to European trucks, I'm a big fan of the Scanias and the Globetrotters. So, you know, Mercedes, no, they're just a weak-gutted dog. When I roll with the Scanias on the game, though, I put the most horsepower I could possibly put under it. So I just, you know, make them as powerful as possible. But the problem with Euro Truck Simulator is that you can only really do, on average, 80 kilometers per hour on most of the roads, and 90 kilometers is the highest. I haven't come across a mod where you can do the speeds like you can on ATS. It's one of the reasons why I prefer ATS as well. But I'm more of a fan of the long-nosed trucks. Massive fan of Kenworth. I love the Kenworth trucks, but I love me Pete's as well. The internationals, I don't mind the 99000Is. I don't mind the Eagle. The Eagles are fine, but yeah, more Kenworths than anything. More Kenworth. But yeah, when it comes to doing the trucks and everything, I got to bling them up as much as I possibly can. You know, they got to light up. I've done some really weird combinations. I've had people even say, oh, that's just way too full on. Even with the paint jobs. I did a card-in one, this weird card-in. My daughter watches Spinnicula, it's called. It's like a Dracula version of a rabbit. And it's got a dog and a cat in it. And it's just, yeah, one of those really weird, crazy cartoons. Like, reminds me of sort of Ren and Stimpy back in my days. And that guy just disappeared out of the middle of nowhere. So yeah, I come across that. Oh, you've got to be kidding! That's still going on. Freaking, I still haven't fixed that. That's one good thing about Train Sim 4 coming. I don't have to worry about. I can try to pinpoint this issue that's been going on. I can only think it's the custom engine setting. It's the only thing I can think of. It doesn't happen in every one of them, so it doesn't really matter. If it happened to every one of them, then I wouldn't bother with the custom engine. Anyway, let's get back to trains, folks. That's what we're here for. We're talking about trains here tonight. We'll talk about that some other time. So I just totally forgot. I was thinking I was going to do a Free Market Wednesdays stream tomorrow night, but I'm not going to be able to do it because I'm not going to get time. Our midweek World of Trains is just going to take up way too much time tomorrow night. Could end up being 4 hours. We've got a lot to get through. I have told you, confirmed you guys that Cajon Pass didn't make our top 10 countdown, so Cajon Pass was number 11 on our countdown. And dead last was the toy train. Dead last. Best locos of Train Sim World 3. Number 2 was the Acela. And number 1 was the Class 700. That's for individual loco releases. There was only 2, was there? You can't really call the other ones, which were just paint jobs. Or just livery designers. Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure if I was going to be back this week or not originally, because I was originally supposed to be moving house this week, but yeah, the bond money got rejected, so we couldn't get the money for the bond, so we had to, we got granted the house, like the new rental and everything, but unfortunately we had to turn them down because we couldn't get the money up in time. It was going to be way too much anyway, so I sort of a blessing in disguise at the end anyway. And there is the Cadbury factory, folks. That is home to Cadbury, you betcha. I have hazelnut and the roast almond, and there is the cat over there. That is Sydney, C-I-N-D-Y, Sydney. There's a lot of memories of Ren and Stimpy, indeed. Yes, they got the log, powdered toast man. You got the Kowalski. What's that guy with the pipe? You just see his feet all the time, his legs. What's that? His son Johnny. Got angry that time. Yeah, it was a lot of crazy episodes, and then they made a comeback, and they started doing adults only version of it, and yeah, we don't want to go that far with it. We won't talk about that, but that was yeah, a bit more full on. So the Uxman, yes. I remember when they did the fishing episode as well. The fish got out of the water and started bashing him. University next stop, followed by the Five Ways and then New Street. Queen Elizabeth Hospital over there. Another station with the PSI issue. It is. I replied to the guy that did these custom settings. These are the legendary custom settings from the original Train Sim World, and they've just been tweaked a little bit for Train Sim World 3. They were also used on Train Sim World 2. I said to him, you know, I'm coming across all these PSI issues and that. He's like, oh, it must be another mod. I've pulled all the other mods off and it's still doing it, so it's just that you've done something to the settings that have caused it. So I don't know, I've been thinking of finding out what the other settings were, but yeah, it doesn't really bother me. I'm the PSI or not. I used to play the game without PSIs even on the trains or anything, so it doesn't really matter. I'm looking forward to the Flying Scotsman.
Due to essential engineering work, many trains are revised for the coming weekend.
And of course the 801. I've been begging for the 801 for quite a while, so very excited. A little bit disappointed it's not the south section of it, but yeah, I sort of understand why, and probably sort of thankful that it's not happened. You got to understand, folks. I think if they did the south section of the East Coast Main Line, I think we might have ended up with another Brighton Main Line problem, where the memory would have been shot. Because there's so many stations. There's like 28 stations, 30 stations, something like that. It's a lot of stations, and there would have been a lot of stock that they would have had to put in new. So they would have had to do a 12-car variant of the class of the 700, and it would have been the 700/1. I think it's a 1 or 2. I think it's a 1. They would have had an 8-car variant for it as well, but yeah, a 12-car variant would have had to have been made. Just looking at the isolative, just the red light came up on the safety isolation system there. I'm like, hang on, the system's not back on. I forgot I turned it off when I jumped out of the train before. Man, if that was Train Sim World 4, I would have lost a lot of points. I think it's only for Train Sim World 4 routes and on anyway. I don't think they've back catalogued it with the platinum medal. Like I said, I was calling for a platinum medal for quite a while. If you've been regularly with us throughout our journey, I did say that I would like to see a new points system where we would, you know, us hardcores would get the option for a platinum. And when it was announced, I'm like, hey, I got my wish. Another one that I wished for on off my list. There you go. I wanted thunderstorms with lightning, but then you took away the lightning that was close to the tracks, and you know, as you know, recently the only route that I've sort of been seeing lightning on is the Nevergood-Dresden, and then you're going to change the Nevergood-Dresden on the release of Train Sim World 4. So, I'm up and down about the Nevergood-Dresden's upgrade, folks. To be honest, you know, that was groundbreaking, the lighting and everything back in the days, and people are worried that it's going to lose its flavour, and it's going to cause more memory issues than what it already is. Like I explained to you guys, the German routes suffer with more micro shattering than any other route in the whole of TSW. And just because I play on a custom setting that, you know, has a backup cloud and saves everything on the cloud after you've done the route and puts that memory in there, it still doesn't completely eliminate micro shattering. It just softens the blow. So far as I'm aware, the Platinum system is going to be for new routes only. Wouldn't be surprised if they end up, you know, finding a way to put it into the older routes later on. It'll be very similar to how they've done Todd 4 and everything with certain routes that are back catalogued before Train Sim World 3. So I think they could do it for certain parts, but not all of it, of course. And the only reason that Brighton Mainline London Commuter doesn't have the Todd 4 and the Firemetic Clouds and everything is obviously, you know, the reasons why. The memory's already completely destroyed. They still haven't found a way to tackle that. You know that I've already called for, you know, a bigger memory bay somehow. Unreal Engine 5. Don't ever see that happening now. Now that definitely the PC editor's happening, I definitely don't see it happening. Man, that was something I totally forgot about. Man, I totally forgot about PC editor when they said it on the release stream. I'm like, man, I totally forgot about that. Oh man, that was something that I was like, whoa, hang on, I remember this. That was in 2019. Man. When I seen when they showed the video, like the clip, I'm like, holy crap, that's his old background and everything. That was the days. It was mainly only Matt back then that was streaming. It wasn't anybody else. Maybe Sam, yeah, here and there Sam was in, but more so it was just Matt back in 2019. And yeah, Dovetail's team was way smaller then than what it is now. Alright, here we are, New Street. Very empty. You know the drill. It's one of the reasons why I sort of called for the part of the West Coast to be on this part onwards. Obviously it'll go north. But see how we've just come out of the tunnel just there. There's a tunnel on the. I'll show you in a second where I'm talking about. And if you do play ATS's missing piece on Train Simulator, then you'll know what I'm talking about already. How far will it go? I'm not sure. I would really hope that they do it in the APT era. If they ever did anything at the West Coast Mainline, I would love to see the tilted mechanism APT Inner City released, because man, I'm such a fan of that. So anyway, it would be these routes here, so it'll be 3 and 2, 1. Anyway, it'll come up through here, and then it'll break off, and it'll go down in this tunnel here. It'll keep going down through here, going down through here. And obviously that goes to Whoop Whoop eventually, as you can see. But yeah, it will eventually go down through there and everything. But yeah, that would be West. That would be what my selection for sure. 100%. obviously we've got the modded version. Did I just open up those doors? No. Thought I just did. I did say to you guys guard mode the other day would be really cool, where it would evolve multiplayer, where I reckon the guard mode would be controlled by somebody, and obviously somebody else controls the train. So they can do the announcements, they can do, say for instance, I would love to see people in wheelchairs come into the game, where they would get out of the train, they would grab the see for instance here at Birmingham Station, they've got these boards. See these boards just here? They fold outwards, and you put them on the train, and the person in the wheelchair can go onto the train. So that would be part of the guard mode, and obviously the guard mode person will get points and everything for doing everything correctly and all this razzle dazzle. I think the only way you could probably that would be really cool to happen. Unless they do what they've done with guard mode now, and you get somebody that'll drive the train, and you get somebody to drive the train while you do the guard, and have it as a scenario, and that would be really cool to actually have. Man, I've got such an itch at the moment. Sorry, folks. Yeah, that would be a really cool introduction, I reckon, for a scenario. They could, put it in a scenario. But I would actually like to see it in a multiplayer situation where, have the wheelchair passengers in the train, in the game, on the platforms, waiting for the train, and obviously the guard will get a buzzer saying that the handicapped person wants to get off the train, so they'll get ready to, get to go and grab the board and put it down so the person in the wheelchair can come off the train. And I think it would be a really, really cool mode to have in the game, even if it doesn't become multiplayer. It just becomes a mode, guard mode, where the AI will take over the train and you just be the guard and you can do all that, that. But I think the option of having wheelchair people in the wheelchairs, and doing all those duties would be something new and something exciting for players that are played for a long time. Be like, oh wow, that's a new feature, that's cool, or they can get on the phone and you can do the announcement over the thing and you can actually hear it go through the train. You can say anything. Get off the train now. You all get out now before I blow your head. No, I'm joking. Get down. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so nasty. Everybody off the train now. I must drive on my own. I am angry. I've had a bad day. I need a coffee. Anyway, you know what I mean. Like, it'd be really cool to have a guard mode where there'll be features where haven't been done on any other simulator, on a train simulation before, any simulation based video game before. Like, there's a lot of things that I think that are good suggestions that I think Dovetail, if they heard it, it'll be like, oh wow, how did we not think of that? Oh, River Games thought about the announcement thing, and we didn't even. Oh yeah, we've talked about it in the past, but we're like, oh, how are we going to put it in the game? And we'll just wait for a third party to come up with it. And yet they did, and they still have. They're talking about how we can work with them and implement this into the game and that, and yet they still haven't done it. Yeah, check tickets and everything. That's already happening already, Chris. But like it could be in a capacity where that was just the start. That was the demo. Where now we can actually throw. That's why I was thinking that could have been actually a nice feature for the release of Train Sim World 4. But obviously now we've got free roam. I think it could be actually not a bad option for the release of Train Sim World 5. Which we all know will be, well, we had early September for Train Sim World 3, we had late September for Train Sim World 4. Can we say early October 2024? See, there's another guard. There's another couple just here, and they're in these things. You can easily come up to them. Just, say for instance, if you're on a PlayStation controller, you can just hit the L1 and R1, and just click, bang, yeah. Or whatever button it just says, and then you just hold it, take it up, put it down, vice versa, put it back after you're done with it, and yeah. Oh, man, I got such an itch at the moment. It's like a genie in a bottle. It's just woken up my nose. It's like I'm just going to continue to make you itchy. Back in a second, folks. I'm going to go and blow my nose. I'll keep that webcam off for now anyway, let you guys enjoy the game without the webcam being on there. Sorry about that. Man, I've been scratching my nose there for the last 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and it's my moustache. It's just going up my nose. I could have a new nose hair that's grown. And I spud myself because I was on the other side of the room there. I tried to run back and get it in time, and I just missed it. Yeah, there's a guard mode. It's a scenario there, Chris, a scenario. And we have done that scenario on our channel. It is in an uploaded video. It's amongst our Train Sim World 3 playlist, which will be coming to an end this week. The Train Sim World 4 playlist is now up and running. We've done some Train Sim World news along the way. over the last few weeks. We've got more Train Sim World news coming up this week, folks. Obviously, we're going to cover the East Coast mainline details and stuff. So yeah, don't forget Dovetail will be doing a Q&A after the release of Train Sim World 4 as well. So if you want to talk about stuff on the Q&A about issues, then I'll probably say to you guys, don't even bother, because they're not even really gonna say anything about those issues. They'll just say, oh, you go to the forums and submit them. That's the best place to go, folks. Just go to the forums, submit your issues you come across. If you come across any on the PC Steam, then yeah, definitely throw them up on there. We have got a new area up on our where they have the screenshot contest stuff. We've got a new page up on there, folks. It's going to have all of our Train Sim World 4. Well, not every single one of them, but we're going to post all of our Train Sim World 4 stuff into one of the threads there. And we've opened that up today. And we'll post all of our introduction videos, replay live streams, live streaming details, and everything will be all on there. So everything will be the same. We're doing midweek World of Trains, Choo Choo Tuesdays. We're all moving the TSW4, just like we've done from 2 to 3. And now it's technically still Train Sim World 2, to be honest, because yeah, we haven't had an engine change since Rush Hour's released. Hey Arnold, there you going? Okay, that's good stuff, man. Welcome aboard. I know we did this route last Tuesday, but obviously we are doing our top 10 countdown for Train Sim World 3's era, part 2 here today. And this is the final part of our part 2 here today. We'll do an East Coast way gameplay to finish off the stream today, but that won't be a part of the countdown. Of course, we'll continue with our countdown, the final part tomorrow, with the top 5 countdown. And we do know that we have 5 routes to go. What order are they going to be in? We'll find out tomorrow. So we have Gossip Line, Ninda Tarnbarn, Northeast Corridor, New York Trenton, Peak Forest, and Lincoln Run Struck are still to come in our top 10 countdown. That will be part of the top 5. In what order are they in? We'll find out. Who will become Australia Worldwide Gaming and Entertainment's best of the best for the Train Sim World 3 era?
Ah, British Blue going past. Harrington next. Followed by Chester Road. Unfortunately, my moderator has picked up that that Arnold was doing a little bit of spamming there, folks. So unfortunately, he has been removed from our channel. So sorry about that, but we don't appreciate spamming on our channel. So I'm pretty sure that that guy has been warned before in the past. So he was on his final warning, so he has automatically been removed by our moderators. I do sincerely apologise to the rest of everybody watching. I think there's a cat at this station. It's down here somewhere, I think. Is it this one? No, this is the bridge station.
Please note that where there is a ticket office or ticket machine available, you should buy your ticket before boarding the train.
I have an uploaded video that'll premiere later on today as well. We've done a nice little trip on the Brenner Molenberg earlier today with a 425 and a nice Craters Club design. Nice black and white design actually, it's pretty cool. So we'll be premiering that at 1080p later on today. It'll be a 1440p HD quality, 60 frames per second after the premiere. So have a look at that one. We also done some Train Sim World 4 news earlier today, and covered some more details and latest screenshots on that one. And I posted up a nice short of a nice beautiful Scania truck earlier tonight as well. And we also had a bit of American Truck Simulator, our bonus video from our last night's Monday Night Lighting the Highway. So nice little bonus trip that we did for you guys. Next stop is Wild Green. You ended up getting the deluxe edition Chris A for TSW4, or you staying with TSW3 for a while? But you just gotta wait and see what it looks like, and I'll probably say to you, if you want to hold off, you know, like I wouldn't hold off too much longer. Next month should be the release of the Just Trains release, but I'll probably lean to them probably maybe pulling something out of their hats and, you know what they'll do? I reckon they'll probably do what they did with the release of Train Sim World 3. They'll bring up some sort of Creators Club type livery thing with a couple scenarios or some crap. And then they'll end up stuffing that up and saying, oh, now we have to delay this and bring this out in a few weeks after with a patch, which will end up being another 6 weeks later. So, you know the drill by now. Anything to try to make a bit of extra money. That's why I said the merchandise store would probably eliminate all these little crappy DLC. Ah, you got the deluxe. Yep. You betcha.
Platform 1 for the 10:43.
Yeah, I pre-ordered FC earlier today. So we've got that releasing this weekend as well, folks. The new EA FC 24. So, aka FIFA. Yeah, we have gameplay. It's the first time I'm doing it on PC as well. I've always been a PlayStation player with that. The beauty about it is I have a PlayStation 5 and I have a PlayStation 5 controller. Apparently I can hook it up to my PC somehow. So I have to look into that. I don't even have my PS5 controllers on. It's probably dead. It's been sitting there for months. It's probably lost all the charges sitting there. And the last time I had it out was my nephew was playing it. Sutton Coldfield next, followed by 4X. Our final stops along the Cross City, and then we shall head the East Coast way. This is number 6, ladies and gentlemen, the 6th best route of Train Sim World 3, and this is part of our part 2 of the top 10 countdown. So it's the bottom half of the top 10, ladies and gentlemen, the bottom ones that didn't make the top 5. Not making the countdown at all was Cajon Pass, that was in 11th place. Castle Wolfsburg 10th, Brenham Oldenburg 9th, Midland Main Line in 8th, Glasgow, ScotRail Express, the Glasgow Edinburgh on number 7, and the Birmingham Cross City at number 6. Midweek World of Trains tomorrow night will be the top 5 countdown. 1 hour earlier than normal tomorrow night. Don't forget that, folks. 1 hour earlier than normal, and that means I have to go in the kitchen 1 hour earlier than what I normally do to cook some tea. I'm gonna need some tea tomorrow night, I tell you. I'm in for a big stream. I have to say it's probably the biggest midweek World of Trains of all time. There's been some amazing releases over this last 12 months, so I have to be honest with you guys. Been some very cool ones. This was another good one, Cross City. This was a route that was on my wish list actually, after playing it on Train Simulator. I was like, wow, this has got to be a TSW release. So I was very excited when it was announced. I was almost going to get Mortal Kombat today. I was just going to get the standard version. That's all I could really afford at the moment. I was just going to get the standard version. And then I thought, I'll spend the extra money. I was like, hang on, I think the new Soccer game's getting released this week. And I double checked it, and yeah, it was releasing. I'm like, oh crap, FC's releasing this week. Oh, I'll get that. I normally do FC, so I'm like, yeah, you betcha. Well, I do FIFA normally, but yeah, it's FC now, so I thought, oh, yeah. I've never gotten it on PC, so I thought, oh, I'll do it on PC. I don't do Ultimate Team or anything. I just normally get in, do, exhibition matches, isn't it? I did see that there is some teams missing, and apparently there's mods that you can get to put those official teams into the game. So that's what I'll do. So I'll find out the way how to do that, and I'll put the legit teams in, and I'll just request if you want to see, say for instance, Man United versus Man City, I'll go do that. And you know me, I'm a Manchester United supporter, but I'll be honest, folks. So if you want me to be City and versus United, then I'll do that. Hey, fair's fair. I'm easy. Liverpool, you want to see Liverpool? Yep, we'll do that. Just request something when we do some gameplay, and just the comments will be open for help of review. And if you want to see us do something, then we'll see what we can do. When does the Blackpool route come out for Train Sim World 4? Well, I'm thinking it will be between October and December. They have got 2 more projects they are doing, Just Trains. They are doing 2 other train simulator routes, and those are due to be released by at the end of the year, just like they did with the Hope Valley and the S-Bahn Hamburg last year. They released in late November, around November, a couple of weeks apart of each other. I think they were all a week apart of each other, something like that. But I know they released late last year for those 2. So I would put my bets between. I think it most likely will be October, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's November, December, or would end up being the final release for TSW this year. It would be a really cool release if it was in December. I think the more they spend on it, the better it is. Just Trains are sort of known for not rushing things so far these days. They have had some up and down releases, but I can safely say to you guys, Hope Valley, not the Steam version, but the version they released on their website, and the S-Bahn Hamburg, also on their own website, not the Steam version. They were absolutely fantastic releases. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, with the number 6 best route of Train Sim World 3, the Birmingham Cross City. Fantastic. And a gold medal. Yeah, you betcha. All right. You're on Choo Choo Tuesdays, episode 135, and this is part 2 of the Train Sim World 3 routes top 10 countdown. And we have completed part 2 of the routes. Now it's time for a little bit of old school action, ladies and gentlemen, to finish off the stream here today, as we bring to you the number 2 best route of Train Sim World 1, aka 2020, aka CSX Heavy Haul. I know there was a couple errors, in the original Train Sim World, because it was 3.5 years, or 2.5 years, something like that. It was longer than a normal average 2 hours, 2-year span, well, which is technically now a 1-year span, which is technically going to be a 9-month span, which is technically going to be, we're going to release Train Sim World 8 here in September. Next month we're going to release Train Sim World 9. Imagine if that happened, everyone would be like, what? It's getting like that, eh? It's like, come on, just call it Train Sim World and just shut up with your numbers. That's it. It's the same old shit. Take my money. It's like the KFC ad. Shut up and take my money. That's it. All right. Let's do a bit of old school East Coast Way action. 18-minute service, 11:52. We're going to go all-stop service to Brighton. Let's do it. All right. 18. Lewis to Brighton. Finishing it off here today on a nice, beautiful, clear day. All right. Screenshots by the Aussie Don. Don't forget, I am involved in this week's Dovetail Forums community screenshot contest for week 36, I think it is this week. This week's theme is night. So I have put together a nice, beautiful thunderstorm with a massive lightning bolt shot out of Dresden, station on the Nevica Dresden with the 766.2 with the 146 Deutschbahn. You can barely see it though with all the rain going through it and the lightning bolt in the distance, but an incredible bolt shot it is and flash around with the nighttime theme. And then the other one I've got is a beautiful stars in the sky night along the Long Island Railroad with the M7 MTA. So yeah, beautiful old school original Train Sim World release of New York finest. So if you're a fan of New York trains and just US trains, go and like it, folks, because as you know, the more likes I get, the more likely I'll win the screenshot contest. So if we get 20 likes, we should win the screenshot contest, because that's the way it normally is. So the most likes always wins the contest. So we would love to win it, because it's been since week 16, and now we're 20 weeks later, and we're still waiting for that second win in Train Sim World screenshot contest, and it'll be great to actually win it on the final week of Train Sim World 3's era. So yeah, because when we get to Train Sim World 4, oof, the contests are going to be way more harder to win, because the amount of detail that's going to come in with the new photo editing, man, whew, it's going to be very difficult to win it. Anyway, 2L23, Lewis to Brighton, let's do it. Yeah, as always, just fly off the train. Yep, why not? Yeah, everybody just come off my train now. Do, and make it empty. So I can just cruise along with nobody in the train. Yep. God, I wish that this was one of the things that really bugged me all this last 12 months, and I was hoping would finally be fixed this year, but no. We're never going to learn. Community really should have got behind getting that sorted. Well, if you have the Train Sim World 4 Deluxe Edition, Chris, pre-ordered, then you don't need to have Train Sim World 3. Because you just you have to download everything again. Like me, I haven't got every single route that I've got every route, but I don't have everything downloaded. I've got locos that I haven't got downloaded as well, you know. Not everything I got's downloaded. I've got every single piece of DLC except for two. Well, except technically 3, because obviously the original NEC was terminated. Oh, and the Amtrak's 1000, which is technically the 15 DC switcher anyway, that we got for the Carl Train one. You know, that was also taken away from us. I put together my second table again today, because now I'm not moving, I've put it back together. So studio's back to normal, technically. Still got boxes everywhere. I've got to sort that out. I'll just throw them back into I'll put them into my room actually. Got all my Lego modulars at the moment, all everywhere, scattered everywhere, all over the place. I've always liked those wars. They're a nice little feature along here. Alright, so now we're into our regular Train Sim World Choo Choo Tuesdays action. The top 5 part 2 has been completed. Top 10, I should say, part 2 has been completed. Top 5's tomorrow night. I'm in such a mood tonight, I actually feel like keep going. So, what do you reckon? We keep going? After this one? You betcha. And if you want to stay, folks, you can stay. If you know, there'll be a full replay of the live stream anyway. So even if we continue after this one with our just a regular Train Sim World action, then so be it. We won't be doing anything from the top 5 though, so it won't be anything that you know. Come on tomorrow night, we'll be doing the top 5 countdown. We don't know what order it is at the moment, but you can rest assured one of those 5 that I did say will be the best route. Who will be runner-up? Who will take the silver? Who will take the bronze? And who will take the title as champion of champions? And join the Brighton Main Line and the Hemstrucker as the best of the best. That's the way it's supposed to be, Chris, correct? Even if, you know, the even if the trade comes out of what they call a portal, you know what I mean? So we've got a nice new, how I normally do my intro for videos and stuff. We've still got that. We're going to still use that and everything for other stuff. But for Train Sim World 4 now, we have a brand new launch video, I can say. It's a launch video. It will change eventually because the plan is that I'm going to actually put together the intro with a bit of actual footage that I've done over my time period and that, and just combine it into you know, bits and pieces and put it into a nice little intro video. So when we come onto streams and uploads and stuff. But for now, we've got some nice photos from Train Sim World 4 and also Train Sim World 3. Obviously, those Train Sim World 4 ones are from what we've seen so far, what they've gave us, and what I've been able to get myself a hold of from some people I know. All right. Here we are at the station of the Brighton Albion Hove, the Seagulls Premier League soccer football team. Boo! United fans coming out now. United fans all coming out. Here we go. Oh, glory, glory. Coming up now. Here comes all the United fans. Coming to get ya. Don't you just love a soccer riot? Flares up! Don't worry about the flares, I'll just get the strobe. Or salute. Salute will be good. Salute will be even worse. As soon as I hear that, everybody will be going down. Ah! If the English hear that, they'll be like, what the bloody hell is that? What the bloody hell's that? Who blew that? I'm sorry. I launched a firework in the back of my yard.
Welcome aboard the Southern Service. Please ensure you are travelling in the correct part of the train. Please mind the gap between the platform and the train.
You almost blew my roof off. I'm sorry. Gonna have a bit of fun. A bit of fun along the way. Yeah, yellow light's coming on now. Dollars yellow now. That's it. I shouldn't be getting that because bloody is actually Aussie slang. So there you go. It's not a rude word. It's an Aussie slang. Used to be in the Tourist Australian ad actually with the chick. The ladies that were doing the Tourist Australia ad. But yeah, Chris is right with one thing, you know, like, and I explained to you guys that I've always been against the door, opening the doors and the passengers come flying off and the train becomes empty. I've been against that for so damn long, and I don't know if they do it because of a memory issue or not. It's just, it's not right. It's not called for. That's not what happens when you build a train game. You're not meant to do that. Oh, let's just let everybody out and you do the service with nobody in it. What do you think it's called a passenger service for? If it was going to be that, it would be out of service. You know, it'd be going back to the depot. We are doing the original timetable with it today as well, folks. Take me down to London Road. Take me down to London Road now. Take me down to London Road. London Road we go. I don't know if you can hear the summer service thing in the background, folks. That's a mod, actually. Had that for quite a while. So unfortunately, things you won't be hearing in Train Sim World 4. Unless it gets remade. And that way I will take a list of all the stuff, I'll take photos and everything of all the settings and all the mods that I've been using, and see if, you know, wait and see if they get redone for Train Sim World 4, and, you know, not all of them may come along, you know, you never know. We might lose a few of them. The 313 EMU sound mod, look, it took over almost a year for it to come back, so we've just recently just gotten it back, and what, you know, we're going to have Train Sim World 4, we're going to lose it again. Yeah, are we going to ever get it back again? I don't know. Never say never. I don't say no, I don't say yes. Yeah, never know. It might return again. Always been a route that you can rely on. This particular one, it doesn't have many micro shatters. It's always been a fantastic route to drive. It's, yeah, my all-time favorite, as you know. I actually voted for this to be in the number one route for Train Sim World 1, but obviously, you know, we had a few mates and everyone, you know, we all voted, and yeah, it lost by one. So Hamstruck and Run Real. Look, I'll be honest as well. Like I said, like, it was very tight. You know, they were both as good as each other. So, it's like, your top 5 might be not like my top 5 best routes. You know, you might have seen some of the routes I've already done in the top 10, you know, that should be in the top 5, or maybe your best route of all time for Train Sim World 3's era, you know. Not everybody's going to agree with my list, you know. That's understandable. Everybody's got their faves, and I totally understand that. You know, as a rail fan, you got to understand that. A real rail fan, you know, does know that, does understand. You know, your local is always going to be your favourite. Yeah, of course. That's it. That's how you do it. Do I have any locals in Train Sim World? No, I don't. So for me, it's you know, while I go through knowledge and everything, and you know, there's a lot of routes that haven't been even announced or released, you know, yet that I still want to see. You know, likes of the Great Eastern, you know, that go from Liverpool Street in London to that goes to Ipswich. Yeah, I'd love to see that. I want to go to Frankfurt one day, you know. I want the, you know, certain trains that I want in the game still, like the APT, as you know. I'm a big fan of it, and I know the history and the controversy and the amount of tax dollars and waste of tax dollars that caused. But, you know, obviously it was one of the first ever tilted mechanism trains in the world, so it paved the way for future tilted mechanism, not only just in the UK, but around the world. So it was a pioneer of sorts. So, yeah. 2L23, so I'd love to see that train one day in TSW. And obviously, that'll have to be West Coast Mainline. I think it's the, is it West Coast? Yeah. So, yeah, that would be a great release. Anyway, we continue our action here. You're on Choo Choo Tuesdays, ladies and gentlemen. This is normally the time that we say sayonara, but I was originally going to only do the two from the part 2 of the top 10 countdown in the East Coast, but we've decided to continue. Hey, we're going to continue our run here tonight. So, I'm going to have a little drink, a little toilet break, and we shall return. Don't go anywhere, and we'll bring you more of our action here in a couple seconds' time. as we head to the London Commuter Brighton Main Line, the #1 route of Train Sim World 2. And we're going to take a, let's take a Gatwick Express. Hey, Gatwick Express run on this one. And do a 30-minute 10:28 from, we'll go from Gatwick. London, oh man, they all come from Gatwick to, there we go. 12:21. And we shall do this one. We hope you do enjoy the ride. And we're going to do it on a nice, beautiful, clear day. And shall return in a couple of seconds' time. I'm just going to go and use the toilet and be back. You're on Choo Choo Tuesdays. Okay, all right. Sorry about that, folks. I apologise for that delay. But Mother Nature calls sometimes, and you need a break after 2 hours sitting here. Hey, I normally have gone to the toilet within the first half an hour, haven't I? Oh, not tonight. So yeah. All right. We are on the Gatwick Express, so we are doing a Gatwick Express. We're coming from the airport, so the Gatwick Airport, the 1U57 Gatwick Airport to London, Victoria. By the way, we hope you do enjoy. We're on the Brighton Main Line, and this was voted in the Train Sim World, actually last year, the #1 route of Train Sim World 2's era in total. So this is in the Hall of Fame, as I call it. So do enjoy, and here we go. All right. It's been a while since we've done an actual Gatwick train run. TPWS and AWS operational. Easy jet. Hey. Oh, that's our train, and we have a Craters Club design. We have the Northern Pennine paint job on the back of it. There you go. Close those doors and get ready for departure. We have got a 12 car. 12 car. Straightforward run all the way, and probably might have to stop for a red light signal along the way. You're on Choo Choo Tuesdays. The final train sim world free Choo Choo Tuesdays. And it is because it is the final Choo Choo Tuesdays of the train sim world free era. This is one of the reasons why we are extending our coverage here tonight. big difference between sound when you go from outside to being inside the cab, I'll tell you that much. One of the reasons why this train would and this route would benefit for Todd 4s, because yeah, you don't see any lights at all outside in the tunnel here. The Todd 4 would absolutely change that completely. I'm surprised somebody hasn't actually well, there was somebody that did attempt here last year, late last year to early this year, for Todd system for the whole actual Train SimWorld old routes, and it didn't actually go good. It actually turned all the dark areas even darker, so it was actually causing a lot of issues. So yeah, it gave the biometric skies and everything for old routes and Todd system and all that, but actually, I don't think it did the Todd system. I think it was just the biometric skies. But yeah, it did have a knock-on effect, so it wasn't actually, you know, worth doing. But yeah, we know the reasons why it hasn't happened yet for this route, because yeah, the memory is shot to pieces. And you can thank Joe for his amazing, massive timetable. But yeah, I don't think that is a lot to do with it though. It's just because it's just a massive route. It's just got so much detail and it's got so many tracks, and you know, a lot of different trains, and it's just, yeah, incredibly packed. We're good to go all the way into London Victoria Station. We'll be going into track 13, platform 13. That's what that 13 is over the top there. That is what that represents. So it gives the driver the allocation of what platform they are heading into. So they'll know what side to open the doors. Smooth sailing all the way. We didn't come across a red light at all, so that was good. That was a very, very good straightforward trip from Gatwick Airport all the way into London Victoria Station. Very nice indeed. There'll be a full replay of this week's Choo Choo Tuesdays, and this will be the final Choo Choo Tuesdays that'll be added to our Train Sim World Free playlist. If you want to see the legendary playlists of all of our Train Sim World Free era Choo Choo Tuesdays, they'll be in the Train Sim World Free playlist. If you want to go and see the original history of Choo Choo Tuesdays, you can check it out on our Train Sim World 2 playlist, which is our biggest playlist with just a couple under 1,100 videos of Train Sim World 2 action on our channel. Next Tuesday will be our first Choo Choo Tuesdays of the Train Sim World 4 era. Do join us again tomorrow for Midweek World of Trains, our final Midweek World of Trains of Train Sim World 3, and it will be our Train Sim World 3 Top 5 Countdown as we bring to you the best route of Train Sim World 3. 5 great routes tomorrow. I can't wait for it. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Do note that not all of the routes will be done in its full because of some of the lengths, but it will be a great live stream nonetheless. The number 1 route will be on its full length though, so do note that. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic stream, and there we go with our beautiful, beautiful run there on the Brighton Main Line, one of the great routes of Train Sim World history. Highly recommended if you are new to the game. But do note, it is very memory just shot. It's got so much detail, so many services, so much train activity. It's absolutely crazy. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the remake of the Northeast Corridor, New York Trenton, to see how that's going to pan out and see what the team have come up with, especially Joe that is doing the timetable, which done the Brighton Mainline timetable. And he's actually done a new timetable for the Colin Arkin, I think he has done as well. So yeah, so that's something to look forward to for rail fans out there. I'm not sure if that's at launch of Train Sim World 4 or not, that new timetable, but yeah, there is a new timetable coming for that apparently. So yeah, we're looking forward to seeing that as well in action. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's been an honor and privilege bringing you the final Choo Choo Tuesdays of the Train Sim World 3 era, the last 12 months of Train Sim World, a little bit more than 12 months actually, but yeah, 12 months of great action it has been for this third gen of TSW. And we will see you next time on the rails, and links will be on the screen on the full HD replay. Do note, around 12 hours after the live stream, it will be in SD quality, and then it will get a HD quality as soon as YouTube has fully processed the replay of the stream, and I will fix up all those ads that will be all popped up in brackets very close to each other. I'll eliminate a lot of those and put them into into different areas along the stream, so obviously I still earn a bit of money. And yeah, it obviously will be have the links there at the end for the 3 previous episodes of Choo Choo Tuesdays, as well as the Train Sim World 3 playlist. And don't forget, we'll bring to you more Train Sim World 4 news as soon as we get the news for the article for the East Coast Main Line. We'll bring that to you, and we'll bring you the latest Train Sim World news. But we have got new Train Sim World news we've done earlier today, so you can check that video out. That is added to our Train Sim World 4 playlist, and that's around 6 videos deep at the moment. It will go heaps more than that, don't worry. We're creeping to 500 for Train Sim World 3, but we won't get to 500, but yeah, we have got a nice playlist there nonetheless. So lots of hours of entertainment fun we have done over the last year. I can say to you guys, I've put in around about 1,400 hours of action of Train Sim World 3. So yeah, not as much as normal, but yeah, it's obviously only been 12 months this time around. So yeah, not the 2 years like the Train Sim World 2 era was. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Take care, folks. Thank you for coming along. Don't forget, I am involved in the Week 36 screenshot contest at the Dovetail Forums at the Train Sim World contest for this week. Go and give it a like. Beautiful photo of Ninatime Bun. No, it's not. At Neviga Dresden, with a beautiful rain effect with a big lightning bolt in the background, and you can just barely see a 142 and the DBPB ZFA 766.2 locos with those, because there's just so much rain you can just barely see it. It was right on the bottom there. You can, if you look closer, you'll see it in that photo. That's one of them. And the other one for the theme this week being night is the Long Island Railroad with the M7 MTA there. So yeah, go and give them both a like. Absolute great screenshots I've taken over the last 12 months. Don't forget, I will be doing a video. I'm going to try to get it premiered tomorrow on the channel, if not Thursday. We'll bring to you the best great screenshots I've taken over the last 12 months and put it into a video. So it'll be a dedication to all the great photos I've taken throughout the last 12 months in a nice video package for you to enjoy as well. And the music will be provided by the YouTube library, so non-copyright. So for that. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care, my rail fans. Have a great day. Peace out to you all. Bye-bye.